Greetings YouTube and welcome back to my channel. It is 6:45 in the morning. I'm here in Aviemore, Scotland. It is -2 degrees. I've got most of the ice off of the screen, some of the ice off of the seat. I've got about 4.5 hours to get myself to the ferry at Scrabster so I can make it to the Orkney Islands to start my island adventure. It's chilly. I've got myself a bit of early breakfast. Let's have it! Well, that took about an hour and a half to break down camp. It's now +1 degree. I think it took a lot longer because I couldn't feel what my hands were doing. It was too bulky, not possible to do it with gloves on, and without the gloves on, well, my hands just went numb. So yes, that could get interesting on Orkney and Shetland over the next few days. Anyway, Google Maps says just about 3 hours, but I'm going to try and stop and get something warm to eat. I've cleaned the screen for you, but it's frozen up again, so we'll just have to wait till that thaws out, I guess. It was a bit chilly. Having said that, I slept all right. I've got a 40-year-old North Face sleeping bag, Four Seasons sleeping bag, duck down, which my partner very kindly gave me, and did the job. I was warm. It's good to be on the move again. I had a nice meal last night in Aviemore. I say meal, I had fish and chips and curry sauce, and then I went for a pint of Guinness in the pub, and that was a very nice way to spend the evening before doing lots of YouTube housekeeping with the transferring of files from the GoPro to my hard drive, so that I have enough space to keep recording this tour. What a beautiful morning it is. It would be so different if it was raining. Yes, it would probably be a bit warmer, but everything would be wet and that would be horrible. As far as I can see, today's going to be good. Tomorrow probably okay as well, and then after that it's hit and miss whether it's going to be wet or not. Heated grips on, heated gloves are on, only on a low setting though. I don't want them to run out of battery too quickly. Having said that, these ride iron gloves, previously ironed GS, they also plug directly into the bike, so that's all good, although I'm using everything else for charging phones and GoPro batteries. There's very little moisture in the air, which is nice. So basically, next stop Scrabster ferry terminal via somewhere to get a hot cup of coffee and something hot to eat. I have had a pan of chocolate that I bought in the Tesco last night. I have a stash of hot cross buns and stuff like that, so I'm not going to go hungry today. Right, let's get it done. Absolutely beautiful. Temperature suddenly leapt up to 7 degrees a moment ago, which is very welcome, unlike the average speed camera 40-mile-an-hour roadworks, which aren't very welcome. This has been going on for miles now. just hanging in the valley. I really hope I don't ride through it, because that will be extremely wet and cold. Pretty cold now, 5 degrees. I am very, very ready to stop for some hot food and a hot drink. That's not the valley, that's the estuary by the looks of it. There's an NC 500 sign, and I am riding into that cloud or mist. Gonna dive, I know it. I may at some point have to put my waterproof suit on just to keep the wind out, to try and keep warm, I think. Come on, son, you can do it. Burn this off. So breaking away from the NC 500 now and heading for Scrabster. where my ferry awaits. 25 miles. I'm going to be about half an hour too early for vehicle check-in, courtesy of the fact I've not managed to find a cafe at any point, but so be it. I'll just wait at the harbour or the dock, eat some more of the pain au chocolat that I bought from Tesco last night, have a drink of water or something. Maybe there'll be somewhere to get a coffee there, and if not, then I guess the first bit of hot food or drink will be on the boat. I think it's an hour and a half's crossing from Scrabster to Stromness. It's the shortest of the 3 crossings I'm going to be taking. Very desolate landscape. Occasional long abandoned cottage or house scattered around. And then the not so abandoned as well. Might be a last chance to get a bite to eat, possibly there. Yeah, let's do it. Because I am going to be too early for the ferry at the moment, so I might as well stop here and eat something warm. And I'm literally 6 minutes from the ferry terminal. They give you an hour's window of opportunity for vehicle check-in. Hot cup of coffee is going to hit the spot. It really is. Good morning, I'm fine, how are you?
I won't scare him out. I'm good.
Well, I approve. Pancakes, fruit, hot drink, and I've actually got an hour until the ferry, so I'm going to sit here and keep warm. That's the plan. And then the next stop is Orkney. It's very exciting. Hello. It is, yes. I must be the only motorbike then.
Right, well the ferry doesn't get until 12:30.
Yeah.
You'll put the bike on the first, so you need to go all the way out of the bar, all the way to that road, through the foot base, all the way to that road. I'll just put you down there right at the top of the line.
Okay, that's where I'll go then. Thank you. Well, I must be the only bike on this because they knew who I was. Got a bit of a wait until the boat comes. But he said, take myself down here, right to the end of the road. and then I'll sit in the sun for an hour. It's all good. So I could have got up about 7:30 instead of 5:30, I think, but I'd rather be here on time. This is my kind of port. Said the bikes go on first. That's what I like to hear as well. Okay. Perfect. Good morning.
Do you have your boarding card?
I do.
Lovely day for it.
Isn't it? Is it likely to stay this way, do you think, or is it short-lived?
No. Very strange place up here.
I can imagine. Right, I stuck them in here. I haven't even looked at them, so I don't know which one's which.
No, that's absolutely fine.
Perfect, thank you.
You're very welcome to come in if you want. Sit upstairs, up in the departure lounge.
Okay,
When
okay.
the ship come in though, you'll hear it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just come back out.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. See where they want me. Hopefully they're going to strap it down. Thank you. The good thing about being on a bike is you're usually first on the ship. So I get it to myself for a few moments. This is probably a smaller ship to the one that I'll be taking from Orkney to Shetland, and then again Shetland back to Aberdeen, because they will have cabins on them and sleeping pods in sleeping lounges, which is the option I've gone for. I mean, it may be the case on this, but I don't think so. All looks very nice. So right, I'm going to get myself onto the sun deck, I think. Well, hopefully the bike is nice and secure. They only roped it down, chopped the front wheel, which is good. Sure, they are doing it all the time, although I appear to be the only bike today, as they knew who I was when I arrived.
Life jackets are to be worn in accordance with the illustrated instructions which passengers.
So, goodbye to the UK mainland. Orkney next stop. this will be Stromness, and it looks absolutely charming. Welcome to Orkney. I am going to make my way straight to the campsite, get myself sorted. My campsite is on South Ronaldsay, and that is a separate island. What is the way out? It wants me to go around here, does it? Okay. That's a separate island. I'm going to come back and have a look around Stromness tomorrow. And this island and a couple of others are accessed via the Churchill barriers, which are causeways which were built during the war, started in 1940 and finished in 1944 to provide protection for anchored ships, and it provides a handy means of me getting to my campsite tonight. Generally there is a distinct lack of trees here. Beautiful views. One thing I'm noticing is it's a lot windier than it was on the mainland. That's what I like to see. Good old school phone box, and it may even have a phone in it. Well, it is completely safe to say, it's a nice view in the rearview mirror, it is completely safe to say that this is the furthest north I've ever been on a motorcycle. Probably the furthest north I've ever been, I imagine. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. And then obviously in a few days' time when I head to Shetland, I'll be even further north. I'm loving it already. But the main island of Orkney isn't very large. I think about an hour you could ride from one end to the other if you really wanted to. But I intend to visit lots of places of interest while I'm here, both natural and man-made as well. There's lots of Viking and Norse history here. So ahead of me there will be one of the first of two, I think, that I will be going over, Churchill barriers. As I said earlier, they were built in the war to provide protection for anchored ships and they are a means of linking a few of the islands. I'm going to be crossing over to a smaller island before getting to Ronaldsay, South Ronaldsay. It's beautiful with the sun on the water. Absolutely gorgeous. That, I believe, will be the Italian chapel that was built by Italian prisoners of war. Yes, I'm right. I will visit that tomorrow in the morning. I'm going to explore South Ronaldsay tomorrow morning, and a bit this afternoon probably, once I've set up my tent. Risks of crosswaves and crosswinds and wave action. Not at the moment. This is a great place apparently for diving. There's quite a few wrecks. I'm so lucky to have the sun out at the moment. Fingers crossed tomorrow's the same. I was wrong, it's 3 that I'm going to be crossing by the looks of it, because here's the next one, and I believe that will take me on to South Ronaldsay. Be some of the wrecks in question. Here there's no sign, but Williams Organic Farm and Campsite, and that looks like it should be it. We'll soon find out. You have arrived, it says. Well, we shall see. The farmhouse cottage. There's car park. I think I'm in the right place, but I will go and find somebody. Back with you in a moment when I've sorted myself out. Well, this is an amazing place. I've just been shown around by that lady over there who's from the Netherlands and comes and stays here to look after the campsite and the pigs apparently on the farm. Her speciality is pig massaging, that's what she does. Very interesting to talk to. There is, I'll show you around in a bit, but there's a very nice little room where I can sit and do a bit of YouTube housework later. And I'm going to be putting my tent over there. Somebody else here, I think they're on a Himalayan from what I could see from a distance, might be wrong. Fantastic. Right, so the wind's going to be coming in off the sea, I guess, so I'm going to turn it around. Hello.
Where are you from?
Just north of London. Where? How about you?
Isle of Man, I come.
Isle of Man.
But I'm from Somerset originally. I moved there 6 years ago.
That's your accent, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice to meet you. I'm Steve.
Steve, I'm Mark.
Hi, Marcus. What a beautiful place to be.
Yeah, I left on the 1st of April.
Right. Okay.
And
Okay.
I've been to Mull, Skye, Applecross, and now here.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
He was a nice chap. Right. So I need to use the facilities, so I'll show you around whilst I'm doing that before I get the tent up. This is my kind of place. It really is. So here we have the kitchen. So this is the kitchen. Eggs that were laid on the farm. And apparently there'll be some more later. Lounge to eat in. It's nice and warm in here as well. And I'm going to be in here later doing the bit of work I'm going to have to do. So this is the lounge. This is where I'm going to do some work. I'm going to position myself at that table and get busy. I may even make use of the electricity and charge up a few things. That'll be good. This is so much nicer than yesterday's campsite and half the price. And then washing up here, and then here we have the showers and toilets. So there you have it, Weems Organic Farm on South Ronaldsay in the Orkneys. Right, time to get the tent up. Then I'm going to eat the meal deal that I bought from Tesco at Aviemore yesterday, and then I'll work out what I'm going to do next. I am going into relaxed, easy, chilled mode for the duration of this trip. Right, the tent is up. What a gorgeous place to be camping. It's my kind of secure parking right next to the tent. And do you know what? Put my chair down. I have a very not fancy lunch in the form of a meal deal that I purchased last night in Avonmore, and I'm going to eat that now, and I'm just going to hang out. I'm not going to go off and explore South Ronaldsay, which is this beautiful island in front of me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bit of lunch. I'm just going to chill and be here on this campsite and just wait for it to get dark basically, and then I'll cook myself something or heat myself something up on my little stove later, sit in that lounge and get some work done, and then tomorrow, whatever the weather is, it doesn't matter, I will explore that island. I'll go and look at that Italian chapel properly and start exploring the rest of Orkney. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode even half as much as I have. It has been cracking. I've loved every second of it. I wasn't even sick on the boat. Bonus. So if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.